Hello guys, and welcome to Delectable Temptations. I am your host, Ree, and today I am going to be making a fall favorite, not the traditional pecan brittle, or a peanut brittle, but I'm going to be making an almond brittle. Can we say yummy? So to my saucepan, I have a half a cup of water, 1 cup of corn syrup, the clear kind, and 2 cups of sugar. So what you want to do is just stir constantly until the sugar is dissolved, and then you will bring to a boil. Your sugar, carob syrup, water mixture comes to a boil. You want to cover it with a top and allow to vaporize for 1 minute, and that allows the crystallized sugar on the side of your pan to not fall into your mixture, causing you to have grainy tossing, and we don't want that. So now what we want to do is cook it to 295 degrees, and that is the hard boil stage for candy. So what you want to do is have your candy thermometer, and you want to place it in your pot, not to where the bottom touches the pot, because that will give you a false reading. So we're going to cook this to hard ball stage around 295 degrees, and we'll be right back. So you can see that we have a nice normal boil, and I do have my handy dandy candy thermometer. So what you want to do every now and then is just give it a little stir, just to make sure that everything is still incorporated. And just make sure that your thermometer does not touch the bottom. And just keep stirring and keep watching to where you get to 295 degrees, and we'll be right back for the next step. So we're still going. We're trying to get it up to the correct degree for the hard boil stage. So we're just going to keep boiling it and keep adjusting our temperature as necessary. And once it reaches the correct degree amount for the hard boil, then we're going to take it off and add our butter, which you will need 1 tablespoon of butter cut into small pieces. You're also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and roughly 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now we're at the correct degree amount for the hard boil stage. So now what I'm going to do is take it off the heat, and I'm going to add the butter, the baking soda, and the vanilla. I'll be right back. Pot, I've added my butter, I've added my baking soda, I've added my almonds, and I have also added the vanilla. So what you want to do is just stir, stir, stir to get everything mixed, and then on your sprayed or lined cookie sheet, you want to pour it out and just allow it to cool. Be right back. So now we have it spread out all over our baking sheet. And what you want to do is place the baking sheet on a cooling rack and just allow it to cool. And then once it's all good and cooled, you can break it up or cut it up however you want it. These make fantastic gifts for the holidays, or whatever you want to give them for. They just make really excellent gifts. They taste good. They're buttery and light and crisp. Just make sure that you're doing it on a day that is not humid, because they will not turn out right. So we're going to allow this to cool, and I'll be right back with you. While we're waiting for our brittle to cool, let me give you guys a little tip on how to clean your saucepan and your candy thermometer. What you want to do is fill your saucepan with water, turn the stove back on, and just let it come to a boil. And once it softens the candy that's in there, just go ahead and wash it immediately and let it dry. Also with your candy thermometer, if you have a better one than what I have, because they do come in a variety of designs and styles, what you want to do is just don't throw it in the drawer with the rest of, your utensils so it can bang around and everything, but just store it somewhere where it won't, bang around and, get all messed up and everything like that. So again, just let this come to a boil, and then we'll wash. We're still waiting for the brittle to cool, and then so our almond brittle has completely cooled, and what I did, I broke it into irregular pieces. You can cut it, you can make it as neat or as irregular as you choose. I mean, it's your brittle, do what you want to do to it. It has a nice gloss to it, and it just looks absolutely delectable. Now, let's give it a taste. Mm, 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 mm. It's buttery. It's nutty. You can taste the almond. You can taste the butter. It's just absolutely delectable. This takes me back to when I was a child having pecan brittle or peanut brittle, but this almond brittle is definitely, definitely worth a try. Thank you for joining me this edition of Delectable Temptations. Again, I am Ree. Happy eats and sweet treats.